Hey, welcome to the wheat field, guys. Welcome to the wheat field. This is another late night channeled message reading. And yeah, we're just gonna jump into some cards and feel out this energy. I'm so thankful because I've been looking to find this deck of cards for a little bit of a minute. It's been calling to me when I've seen it, and it's like the cards and the images were speaking to me. I'm like, what is the name of that deck? And a lot of people did not have the name of the cards in the description, so it's like I had to hunt for them, right? And I finally figured out what the name of the cards were. They are the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. And when I tell y'all, as soon as I opened up the package and took the cards out, like as soon as I touched them, it was like, wow, so much energy was coming through from this deck. And I bought two. And I bought two purposefully so that I can combine them together so I can see the duplication and the synchronicities. And I've been meditating with them all day and just kind of flipping to get used to them and accustomed to them and all of excuse me, my energy flow and all of that associated with the cards. And noticing like so many different synchronicities in how the cards present themselves. So I think it's pretty freaking cool. I'm already so digging this deck, and I know it's going to be a mainstay in my readings going forward. We have heartache and loss. That's for somebody, you know. We talk about grief a lot. You guys have been watching my channel and following my videos. You know that I've had grief, loss in my family. We pick up on grief for others. We are a medium. We are a channeled messenger. Right. We message with the Most High God, the infinite intelligence of the all, and the breath of life. And we have spirit guides too. We do. We have a couple that give us, you know, that sound advice and guide us. And then we have some tears, you know, other energies that are in our space as well. And, you know, they want to try to cause some chaos, some confusion, you know, put the veil on us so that we can't see clarity, you know, block our wisdom, you know, our ability to bring things forward. Good fertile ground, right? Distort the ground, I feel. We see wisdom and third eye chakra are here, right? So we are spiritual. We are not religious, not at all. We do read the word, though. We study the word. We study multiple theologies. We study, you know, quite a few disciplines, from theology to science, astrology, biology, you know, get into the natural law, you know, things like that. And, you know, try to bring the pieces of creation together, right? Because creation is whole and it is complete. There's nothing broken and there's nothing missing. The Most High God called creation using His word, His intellect, moved on the breath of life, and brought everything into existence. Again, wisdom is here. That's the wisdom. Sacral chakra, place where we start that enlightenment, get some enlightenment, right? Raising ourselves up from our base chakra, right? So we understand that everything was called by the Father's word, and the breath and the word work in tandem to fulfill whatever the Father said. And yeah, third eye chakra, and that's the wisdom, right? To use your intuition. And I really feel like that, like somebody, the heartache and loss that we go through comes to grow us, to edify you, right? To teach you, to test you, to give you a testimony, right? Because you can't have a testimony without the test, right? And it doesn't always feel so very good. It really just doesn't. You know, we have heartache, we have grief, we have loss. Those are the things that we suffer through in this life experience. And again, it's all called to grow us, to teach us, to bring us to victory and success. That's the testimony phase, right? You know, we have recognition and reward here. That's also in energy. I also see the series of 3. We have the 6 on this card, and then we have the 3 on that card, right? Recognition and reward is something to me that usually is born out of either holding your vision, but also, you know, I feel like born from heartache, you know. Whatever that heartache and loss is you're going to use that in such a way where you will gain some notoriety, some recognition, recognition and reward, you know, from what? Conflict, defeat, you know, having lost in the past, from chaos and deceit. I feel, you know, that type of energy, if you use it, if you transmute it, could lead you into recognition, and you can be rewarded. And I hear in the spirit, right? Thank you, Holy Father, for coming in. Thank you for blessing these cards and using these cards as a tool to speak through, to use them to speak to me, through me, as your willing, surrendered vessel, to be a messenger onto the Most High God. Again, recognition and reward is really here. And again, born out of obstacles and challenges, right? We see the 3 and the 5 again, you know, holding your vision and staying steadfast. I feel, despite the obstacles and challenges that you faced, definitely leads you to a space of reward and recognition. Like the Spirit will reward you for remaining disciplined through the test. Right. Fertility, somebody getting ready to birth something new, you know. Thank you, Father, again for using these cards, for using me, allowing me to be ordained and blessed with the gift, with all of the spiritual gifts that I have. And again, drawn to this psychic deck was funny because I've been studying on psychic abilities and being empathic, because I am an empath, and I do have, like most of us, many of us have psychic abilities. We do. Like the ability to use our intuition is a psychic ability. The fact that we can hear the Father speak to us is a psychic ability. That we can sense things, we can feel things, like that gut feeling, that gut sensation that says don't do that, don't go there, and then you find out that, oh God, I'm glad I didn't go because such and such happened. All of those are spiritual gifts onto us in different measures and portion as the Father so chooses to give us, you know, in that way. But we can also seek to deepen it, to become more connected, to strengthen our connection. And we see discontent, and we see boredom, and we see suffering in silence. Is someone suffering in silence? I hear yes, yes. I know, again, when I'm going through things, I don't always speak about it. I don't. And some things you can't speak about because, you know, if you are going through the trials of being a chosen one, someone who really has that strong, in-depth psychic connection, is often developed through hardship, right? It is. And the trials of the chosen aren't anything that you can always speak about with other people. You tend to go through that in silence and in isolation. Material and spiritual prosperity is here. I feel that along with that reward and recognition. Thank you, Father, for the messages. Partnership and alliances is here. But you may want to watch out for some deception and envy. You know, you never know what that is. Again, I see the 3 right here for partnerships and alliances. But you want to make sure that you're using your discernment. Deception and envy. Someone may not be telling you the truth. And not everybody wants to see you triumph. They don't. right? So you really have to dig into your intuition and don't be trapped by fear. Again, moving into that sacral chakra, coming away from that base, you know, so that you can have some enlightenment. You can hear in the spirit, I feel, because obstacles and challenges are here. And what did I say? Moving away from that base chakra as well. Enlightenment. Something new is starting for someone that's going to cause you into fulfillment and wishes. It will. Something that you've gone through, some sort of heartache, some sort of challenge, obstacle, again, the trials of the chosen, come to show you, and it pushes you in a whole new direction. All of that back to fulfillment and wishes, right? But we have temptation up underneath that, some choices that need to be made. Solar plexus chakra, moving on up from that base to the sacral to the solar. Enlightenment. And I see the 3 again on this card. Vision. Dig into a vision, a new vision of self. Speaking to heartache and loss in the past. That energy that you may need to transmute. Thank you, Father, for protecting me as we bring this message. Sit me back, Father, and you come forth to deliver the message unto your wheat field. Father, use me as your vessel. Use these cards as your tools, Father. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to be surrendered unto you in this work. I hear the word conduit. Yeah, somebody is a conduit. We see solar plexus chakra again. Double deck. That's why I wanted to do this with the double deck. And someone is being challenged with that. It flipped out on the table in the reverse, but I definitely feel that somebody is challenged with transmuting energy, with clearing and activating their solar plexus chakra. And I see right here, I don't know if you guys can see this on my table, this right here, it's just sitting here, and look what chakra it is. Solar plexus. So yoga moves for the solar plexus chakra. And then we also have that backed up by what? Another card speaking to the health of your solar plexus chakra. Asanas for balancing. So that's what I was saying, that somebody is challenged with balancing and transmuting the energy in their solar plexus chakra. And again, we have beginner. So 2 cards, beginner. Both people in like this beginner phase are just now starting to get to the work. Maybe you are coming out of something very hard, something that you do need to transmute a lot of energy. We saw that loss, you know, a lot of loss, heartache. We saw deception and envy, you know. Can you discern that? Again, what did I say? Heartache and loss, deception and envy. Heartache and loss, deception and envy. And I could totally feel it and see it. And there again is that 3. That's what I'm saying. This is what's in your solar plexus chakra. With the 3. 3. Double. Affirmation. We see the waiting game here. But we also see suffering in silence. Suffering in silence. And we see that impact on your heart chakra as well. And I feel fulfillment of wishes can be affected because there's some things that you want, that you desire, right? And maybe there's a concern, like with being able to even open up your heart chakra. I feel like it's highly impacted because as you move up from the base to the sacral into the solar, next is the heart. And if you haven't transmuted the energy in your solar, it's very difficult to get into this heart chakra space. And I believe it's because you've been hurt in the past. Things that have deceived you. You know, or people who are just envious. Maybe you don't know who to trust, right? You don't know who to trust. And you're kind of suffering with this in silence. All of the heartache, all of the loss, suffering with it in silence. Suffering in silence. Not really speaking about it to anybody, because again, who's going to understand? Who can you trust? That's what I feel. Are you able to trust? And Father is saying no. Definitely not. Thank you, Father, if we be in alignment to bring this message. Victory and success is here, but somebody is definitely trapped in fear. Right? If we be in alignment, Father, to bring this message, please seal us. Block out anything that would cause any chaos, any confusion. Right? Thank you. Anything that would seek to place a veil over us so that we cannot see. Anything that would seek to keep us in a space where we are unable to speak, so that we know that we have help and support. Anything that would block our intuition. Anything that would come against us being victorious or successful. Anything that would come against the will of the Father. To block that out, to distort it. Father, thank you. We have positive movement forward. Help us to move forward, Father. Help us to go forward with your goodness and your kindness, with clarity, with peace, Father. Ease the suffering hearts, Father. Help us with the grief. Yes. Stand your ground is here. Father wants somebody to stand their ground, to take position, to defend your position. We see sacral chakra. We talked about that. Moving up the chakra line, transmuting the energy as you go up from the base into your sacral, into your solar, to unlock your heart. Unlocking your heart will allow you to be able to speak in kindness, unlocking your throat, and then unlocking that intuition, coming into alignment fully so that your crown is truly activated, singing the praises of the Father all day long so that the Father will sit on the throne of your praise, giving you good guidance directly on a daily. Trapped in fear. Somebody definitely feels fearful, you know, and I feel like you feel fearful. This one move. Passion is ignited. I feel being ignited from whatever you went through, whatever loss. The passion could represent itself as anger, and maybe that's why you need to really work on that solar plexus so that you can transmute that energy and use it. Right. Thank you, Father. If there are any words that we need to pray, please give me the words, Father, and then seal us, Father, with your Asha. Triumph is here. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. No, we shall be triumphant and we shall be victorious over all things that come against us. As long as we, again, keep the Father at the forefront, in the forefront, you know, sing praises, being grateful for all things. And as we praise, the Father will sit. It will sit. Come right and sit on your crown, giving you those good downloads and guide you so that you are able to perform the will of the Father. For heaven has come to earth to do a work, to come to earth to reside in earth and on earth to do a work that we don't remember. And excuse me, guys. A work that we don't remember. And the things that come against us are to push us into that work. We have triumph in this in the reverse, in this, on this part again. So both. What are the odds, right, that the Father would pull both, one in the upright and one in the reverse? Do you want it reversed? Yeah. And because some people are going to win and some are going to lose, I feel. You know, depending on what your resonance is, what your intention are you working in a capacity of the Father? And if you are not working in a righteous way, with justice here, with fairness and harmony and truth, you know, then that is going to fail, because no weapon formed against you shall prosper. It just won't, right? Especially if you are doing the work of the Father, that you are trying to get in the work that you are designed to do, your purpose, you know, what the Father has designed you to do. Yeah. Is there any more words, Father? Yes. Father, speak. Father says to be still. Like somebody needs to be still, to be quiet, to, I feel rest or wait, to wait. Like, I hear wait on the Lord. So I'm not for sure what you're waiting for, rushing through. I feel like somebody's trying to get to the other side of something. Maybe you need trying to grieve, you know, victory and success. You're trying to get to something that's successful. You know, some people are going to lose, you're going to win, and somebody is trying to rush themselves to this success. Yeah, and it's coming out of some sort of emotional loss. Maybe you're trying to rush yourself through healing. You know, that could be it. You know, but I feel like it's something that's just going around and around and around. I see the around and around and around. Yeah, heartache and loss. Again, coming from heartache and loss. Heartache and loss. I see the around and around. Do you want this on the table? Yeah. Around and around and around. That's like you've been through emotional loss more than once. Heartache, pain, different types of relationships coming away, falling away. I mean, the dark blue on this card is so deep. I feel like somebody's pain, the emotion that's just in there, it's just like, I feel you ruminating, like you're almost, again, that's suffering in silence, like you are drowning in emotion. That's that 3. This one. This. Solitude. What did I say? Suffering in silence. Drowning in emotion. In solitude. And I see again that exponentiation of 3 with the 9. Heartache and loss is a 3. And solitude is a 9. We have 6 with victory and success. The issues, you know, either an issue with this triumphant and the reverse. You know, the enlightenment, preparing self-discovery with the 7, but being challenged by emotional loss with the 5. Chaos, conflict caused by emotional loss. You may be challenged to see how it's going to lead you to victory and success in the future, but maybe you're rushing through it, like trying to rush through the process of really truly healing and transmuting all of this pain with this heartache and loss. And doing it by yourself in solitude. Maybe you're learning at the same time. This is giving me serious high priestess vibes here. High priestess vibes. I feel like you're doing a lot of learning again at self-discovery. Patience and planning and gaining wisdom. Again, self-discovery. Patience, planning, and wisdom. Yes. And I think you need to have patience while you plan whatever it is that you're working on to get to a sense of success. Because I see the double 7s, and it's actually 3 7s, but 1 7 is in reverse. That something is not, either something that somebody else is going to discover is going to lead them to some sort of loss, a downfall. And you are actually going to recover from a loss, I feel. And the Father is having you plan. We see wisdom is here. I feel like you're gaining, again, some wisdom while you're in this solitude. Somebody is. I definitely see the light, and this light almost looks like it's blinding, like it's hard to see the light. Rejoice and celebration is also here. Again, that's another 3. Look at that 3. 3 is all over the place. There's wisdom. You see how that sun is illuminating? It's like the evening sun, pretty much, because it's like that, the way it looks like either super early in the morning when it rises or when it's setting. But I feel like this right here is setting, like it's going down. Yes. Father, touch my nose. Yes, it's going down. Something new that you love is going to begin, like a whole brand new day. And I feel like that's a challenge. Father, put it on the board in a challenge. To rejoice, to feel love, or feel the new love of the new beginning is a challenge. Father, are we sealed? No. Are there more words to pray? Yes. Can you give me the words, Father? Source says to be still. So just again, the same recommendation to be still. Is there anything more? No. Is there a message? Yes. And the message is to be still. Yes. Can you seal us, Father? Yes. And block out anything that will come against us. Pull me into your inner holiest of holies, your inner sanctuary, Father. Pull me in and protect me, Father. Seal out anything that will come against us to distort the message, Father. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All of these things we pray. I ask that you do them. The one that cannot be named. The one that sits above. Thank you, Father. Thank you. Please seal us. Ashe. 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 Sealed. Now. Sealed. This. Triumph. Is it reverse? Still. Do you want to put this back here? No. Is there something else here? Yes. Somebody is going to end up in a loss. Is it the wheat? No. Tear. Here's a tear. Somebody that's coming against you. Somebody that's working against you, attempting to work against you. Again, I'm saying that deception and envy. Deception and envy. Choose wisely. There's somebody around you that is seeking to come against you. They are not truthful. They are not trustworthy. The universe is trying to speak to you with this 3. The universe is trying to tell you that somebody around you, there's a snake in your camp. Did you want me to, can I show these 2 together? Okay. Because we see wisdom and we see choose wisely. Like, I think in solitude, you're going to be able to open up your intuition, start to hear the spirit when it speaks to you, to show you what to choose. And again, with the 7, it's almost like the 7 of cups, like options. And you're going to have to choose wisely. I feel like you're going to have to be patient and take your time with this choice. to really look at it. You know, you may be in solitude right now, and I'm not for sure when or how you're going to be coming out soon. But I feel like somebody's going to be coming out of solitude, and you're going to have to make a choice. And the Father is saying choose wisely, because if you don't, it could create a loss. But I mostly feel like whoever is coming against you needs to choose wisely. They need to pick another option, because they are going to lose. They are not going to be successful. They won't. This. Yeah. Fulfillment of wishes is here. We said that earlier. Fulfillment of wishes. It's in a challenge. You're going to be triumphant. You are. But it's something about patience and planning and having this thing fulfilled. Maybe you won something, right? You were triumphant in some sort of way. And you still have to have patience with it. You have to plan. There's more for you to do. This one. Yeah, base chakra. I feel like somebody is starting over from the base, from the root. Or maybe you are working from your root chakra. Again, trying to move up, trying to elevate self. What did we see? We have suffering in silence, conflict and defeat. Trying to get to harmony and using patience. Patience. We saw patience and planning. We have harmony. It's here. That's a challenge because of the heartache and the loss, I feel. Being in solitude, right? You know, if you by yourself, who you going to come to harmony with? With self, to come to harmony, to balance with self. Conflict is here. Conflict and defeat. I feel like, you know, maybe you defeated something. You know, whatever issue that came against you, whatever you triumphed over something. Is it manipulation? I feel like maybe you defeated yourself, almost. Like, it was something about what you were doing caused conflict in your own life that you had to overcome. And you had to overcome it, and you did. Like, you were able to overcome, but it still left you feeling emotionally drained. Like, at a loss emotionally. Heartache and loss is here. Rejoice in celebration with the 3 cups could be something different. It could be infidelity. It could be, right, that you're plagued and somebody was successful at cheating. We see victory and success here, but with backed up, you know, surrounded by emotional loss and heartache and loss. These 3 make a very different presentation, like challenged love, you know, the inability to come to harmony being in a challenge with harmony with self, and it could be with harmony with others, but it could be after whatever happened in this situation. Maybe it was something that you thought was going to be complete fulfillment, and it turned out that they were rejoicing in celebration with more than a whole different cup, because it's 3 cups here. And they were successful in doing that, you know. But whoever came against you, in the end, they're going to lose. That's what I feel. But again, right now, you're suffering in silence, in solitude, in silence. Solitude, again, suffering in silence, in solitude. And that's the truth. You thought that this love right here, again, love begins. That's the confirmation. You thought that it was going to be in the upright. You thought that it was It was good that you guys were going to equally pour. I see two different people with their hands on each side of the cup, the Ace of Cups, and they're both pouring at the same time, like working together in partnership. But I don't feel like that's what actually happened. Or maybe they went in a different direction. And yeah, you had to come back. Recognition and reward is here. Obstacles and challenges. Base chakra. And we see the base is here. Yeah. So this has just been interesting, guys. Like, we see temptation is in reverse. I'm not for sure what that is. Why is temptation in reverse? Don't leave in or don't give in to temptation. Somebody did fall into temptation. They did. And I think that maybe they started a love connection with somebody else. And it's left you feeling heartbroken. With a lot of loss. Financial and material changes. Maybe this breakup caused you to have some issues with money. Yeah, and we have accelerated motion. Both of these two are right here backed up together. Double confirmation. There's energy. Something's happening in this space. There's something's happening in this space while you're suffering, while you're in solitude, gaining wisdom, and I feel like it's happening fast. I definitely feel that comet or whatever this energy is, the shooting star comet energy, and that is moving like at the speed of light, right? You're getting an awareness, something that's coming in to help you deal with this mental conflict that you're still struggling with over this love that gave you so much heartache and loss. Heartache and loss. But out of that heartache is going to be the foundation for new achievements. Somebody is emotionally withdrawn. I do. And again, we see positive motion moving forward. That's the truth. That's the truth. Somebody is emotionally withdrawn. And there's going to be some energy so that you can move forward. Challenging to move forward right now. Or maybe you were in the place where you were challenged to move forward because somebody may have chosen giving in to temptation and chose to start a new love connection with somebody else. Patience. Again, how many times is patience out here? At least 3. Let's check it. Patience. Patience. Patience and planning. Patience. Somebody having to really, really exhibit and display their patience. Like this situation has really, really brought a lesson of patience to you. Fathers say that's true. That's true. You've really had a strong lesson in patience because whatever this is, maybe you waited, maybe you stayed in it, maybe you were patient through it and exhibited a lot of patience only to find out that their love offer went somewhere else, right? That they kind of disregarded everything that you were putting into the connection. And they were successful in maybe this new love connection. Maybe, you're looking at this like, wow, I feel like they're happy over there and whatever they went to is working for them. Yeah, recognition and reward again is here. I feel like somebody is you're going to develop something from all of this. Something is brewing from all of this heartache and loss. It definitely is. I feel like, again, you're going to transmute this energy, sacral chakra. You're going to use it. You're going to raise it up. I feel like somebody is really getting in touch with their spirit self, working on enlightenment. You want this? You want anything else? No. You want to pick this up? Okay. Again, I said working on enlightenment. You talking about solar plexus with spiritual strength. Somebody is working on enlightenment, and look at this, two spiritual strengths backed up with each other. And I shuffled both of these decks, and and then went through a real serious mixing to make sure, right? We have suffering in silence again. Suffering in silence to develop you with a whole new foundation, even though you may be emotionally withdrawn right now, but there is some powerful positive movement forward. Positive movement forward is positive. Moving forward into calmer waters, I feel. You're moving forward to something positive, and it's going to put you in alignment with your destiny. But Father is saying, be sure to choose wisely. Choose wisely. There are people that will come against you. More. There are others who are deceptive, who are envious, who you cannot trust. You cannot trust these people. You can't. You need to use your intuition. Use your intuition so that you can see. And that might be a challenge for you right now because of the hurt, because of the pain, because of the loss, to be able to see who you can trust. This one. Throat chakra, being able to speak. Throat chakra, speaking. And maybe that's a challenge for you as well. Like, you don't have the ability, or you're not taking the ability to talk. And we're talking about suffering in silence. You're not speaking. You're not speaking about what's hurting you. You did say that we could pick all of this up. But somebody's not talking about what's bothering them. You're not. Movement, choices, decisions are going to have to be made. Father, say choose wisely. Choose wisely. Choose wisely. Triumphant success is destined for you. But you need to choose wisely. Because there's somebody in your camp that does not want to see you win. They do not want to see you win. Everybody is not your friend. They are not. And that's the wisdom. Everybody is not your friend. And I think when you find out who this is, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. They may know that you have some prosperity coming again. Again, that spiritual wisdom is going to bring you some prosperity. And they may be able to feel it. Transformation is here. You're changing. You're changing. And whatever happened to you is going to ignite your passion. We said that in the beginning. That whatever you went through, the tears in your life come to fuel you. Like that anger, the heartache, the loss. Something was going to be born out of that experience. Whether it was a past love that really hurt you, that was successful in having a 3 of Cups type situation, and maybe they left you for the other party, like they didn't choose you, and it broke your heart, I feel, with this heartache and loss out here like this. That heartache and loss, like it really hurt you. And it made you go into some sort of solitude. And you've been suffering in silence ever since. And these people, this person, there's other people that really would continue to come against you. Like, they don't want to see you win. They don't. They are envious and jealous, I feel, of you for some particular reason. I feel like maybe you are a divine feminine. I feel this divine feminine deck that's sitting here, the divine feminine oracle deck. Do you want to get that? Okay. Because I feel like maybe you just have divine feminine energy. And yeah, somebody's waiting. Again, heart chakra is here. Spiritual union. Maybe you're waiting on the spiritual union. But I feel like somebody is afraid because, again, there's heartache and loss. In order to look, backed up by heartache and loss still. And I feel like you need to kind of raise yourself out of that base. Sacral, third eye, throat chakra, to be able to transform and transmute that energy. Sacred union is here too. Spiritual union. Solar plexus chakra. Have some enlightenment. Release the memories of this old love so that new love can begin, and you can actually have success in that with harmony. Harmony and success with new love. And fathers say that is the truth. But to do that, you have to release the emotional loss from the past to get over it. And you're doing that. I feel you're working through that while you're in solitude. And you're doing it in silence. Like nobody knows that you're hurting the way that you're hurting. Yeah. That person really did a number on you. Whatever they did a number on you. Did you want that card? No. They really did a number on you. Crown chakra. We talked about the Father will sit on your crown. You praise. Look, rejoice, celebrate, praise through the whole situation, right? And maybe you're doing that in your solitude. Like you're rejoicing, you're praising the Father through the whole thing. Starting to discover how all of this made you better. Right? Like no weapon formed shall prosper. Like how that emotional loss actually built you up, edified you. Right? I feel. Because you are a divine feminine and you understand how to work your energy, how to transmute your energy, how to change losses into success, because you don't take losses, you just get lessons, right? And we saw the wisdom card come out, spiritual strength come out. So all of that says to me is that you definitely know how to transmute energy. You know how to I see trust and remain positive. And yes, here, right? You know how to trust in the Spirit, to go to the Spirit, to go in the Spirit. Remaining positive is to praise through all things. Then the Father will sit on the throne of your praise with that crown chakra. The universe is supporting you. We have discontent and boredom. Maybe you're bored. Sacrifice is here. And that's also another 3. Maybe you feel like you've given up a lot, you know what I mean? Or maybe you're just feeling like your design is to sacrifice or to be sacrificed. You know, maybe you feel like you need to give things up. Relationships, I feel. You know, maybe you don't feel like you will have good relationships again. That could just be a feeling. And fathers say that's the truth. That's the truth. You know, you don't know how you're going to win. That's the truth. You want to win with a triumph, but you're not for sure how you're going to do that because of all of the conflict that has challenged you. You know, that you feel like you've been defeated by conflict in the past. But I think that you know, again, how to transmute that energy that came from this challenge. so that you can win. You can create new partnerships and alliances. There may be some on the horizon, but Father says to choose wisely. We saw that earlier. This one, to choose wisely. Again, you're in solitude, but partnerships are getting ready to come. Partnerships are going to come. And maybe you are afraid to choose. Maybe you don't trust yourself or the ability to choose and you prefer to stay alone. This one. This. Anything in here? Anything else left? No. This. Okay, we're going to go to that. We have foundation and achievements in the waiting game. So building a new foundation. New achievements are coming. Again, we saw that. Recognition and reward. The waiting game is here. You're in. What did I just say? Did I just not say recognition and reward? Recognition and reward. I literally said that. That's going to lead you to the fulfillment of your wishes. It is. But you don't see it yet. You don't. Because you're still working on this. On how to balance. How to come to harmony. Harmony. How to do what? How to balance. Balance. Double dose of balance. Balancing out your chakras so that you can get to your destiny. Balancing out your chakras so that you can get to your destiny. Raising yourself up. Sacrificing and giving up this mental conflict. Sacrificing the fact that you've been suffering in silence. Letting it go. Letting it all go. And allowing the universe to support you. You may be tempted with some stuff, but prosperity is coming. Power is coming. Choices are coming. And there's going to be a temptation in that. And Father said earlier to choose wisely. Use your discernment. The power of discernment. Use that. That intuition. That third eye chakra. Listening to the Father as the Father guides you from sitting on your crown. Right? Giving you those downloads. Again, having some awareness so that you can make the right choices. You can move in the right direction. You can make the right decisions. Balance decisions. Sit in your power. Exercise your power of intuition. Your power of discernment. Base chakra. Elevating so that you can get away from all of this mental conflict that you're going through in solitude, suffering in silence, mental conflict. But you are transmuting and you will learn. Again, what did I say? All of that to come up. Heavy mental conflict. Heavy mental conflict over what? What did I say? You were doing heavy mental conflict, suffering in silence. Suffering in silence. Wow. Okay. But this is why I wanted 2 of these Psychic Tarot decks. I was really called to these cards. And like I said, I couldn't figure out what the name of the deck was. And it took me like going through like so many images just to find the back of the card so that I can find the name of the card so that I can order them. And when I went to order them, the Spirit told me to order 2 decks so that we can have the synchronicity and the clarity, like the clarification within the decks itself. And it says, Joan of Arc, the warrior of light. I have a steel-like faith in myself. The angels armor me with conviction. I feel like this is what you, right now, you're suffering in silence, but you're also could be in a space of solitude, right? isolation. And in isolation and solitude, you're working in the spirit. You are the warrior saint. Again, warrior mode. You could be a member of the Legion. And again, if you are chosen, you are a member of the Legion, you're going to go through trials, heavy trials and tribulations to develop you so that you can move into your service. But no weapon formed against you shall prosper. And maybe it's not just to develop you, well, it is so that you can remember, but it could be a part of what you came to do. If you're a member of the Legion, a warrior in the spirit, there's dragons for you to slay. And whoever came against you, they will not be successful. They will not. You will go through the trial, the heavy work to slay that giant, but you take on emotional energy at the same time, and you will have to transmute that energy. Use it. Continue to use it so that it will fuel you, because you may have another dragon on the way, another foe, another contract to fulfill, another part of that, your contract. Again, warriors, it's a battle. It's a battlefield, I feel. And after you slay one, there's another one. But you have to be able to discern, and I feel like you need to quickly discern. Like, as soon as you come out of this isolation, you're going to have to put those new tools into operation. I am a warrior of love. My devotion attracts resources and support. You're going to have support. You will. You're not going to be alone. You're not. But you still, again, we saw partnerships and alliances come out in this psychic tarot, psychic oracle. Not tarot, oracle. We saw partnerships and alliances, but we also saw the advice to choose wisely. You're going to be put to the test in terms of using your discernment. All of this spiritual knowledge that you gained, all of the spiritual knowledge, this one, all of the spiritual knowledge that you gained, you're going to have to put to the test. And if you pass the test triumphant, right, and slay this dragon, which I believe you will, I have confidence you will have a testimony. You will. The goddess of light. We are all sacred mirrors reflecting back the same light. You're learning something about yourself based on what you just went through. You're seeing how all of this chaos is reflecting back you to you, revealing who you are. Because you may not have realized it just yet. You just feel the hurt, the pain, the trials, the tribulations. You may not realize, or maybe you know that you're called. No, they didn't know that they don't know that they're chosen. See, and you may not know, and in this space, you may be discovering that. Our Lady of the Interior Life, I trust the answers I find within me. That's what I was just saying. You may not know that you are chosen. You may not know that you are a spiritual warrior, that you are a member of the Legion. You may not know. And you are discovering that. I know that the presence of love is real. The presence of the Father is real. It is. And the Father will sit with you, will sit on the throne of your praise. And I believe you will discover that and really be rooted in that as you sit in solitude and isolation and praise through the trial. Praise and release and transmute the energy. I believe the Father will speak to you and give you that clarity that you need. That's like that aha moment. Like, oh yeah, I got it. I know it. I know it. The Queen of Saintly Women. I am in service of the divine. You are in service of the divine. You are a warrior, a spiritual warrior. You are. I move the way that love asks me to move. The Father, the way that the Father moves. We had Isis, the goddess of magic, and we have the goddess of abundance. I choose to feel abundant wealth as an inside job. We saw that prosperity or a recognition and reward was coming. We have Mother of the Universe. We saw that the universe is supporting you. I release all that doesn't serve me. I feel like during this time of isolation and solitude, you will be doing that. It's time to be the truth of who I am. You are discovering the truth of who you are. Is there anything else, Father? Yes? In here? Okay. Starry beginnings. Again, something new is getting ready to start. A new beginning. We have life is an expression of you. It's more than just existing. Do you want to see something here? It has you are surrounded by love. It is safe to let go. So while you're in this solitude, this isolation, if that's the phase that you're in, Father say it's safe to let go. Father say be clear on what you want. Put action to your goals and make them a reality. Trust what you need is here. It is. Everything is as you've created it. All you create offers you lessons in life. All that you create offers you lessons in life. And that's what I was feeling. That somebody is fulfilling a contract, a soul contract. It is a part of what you came to do, to slay certain dragons. And you are learning the lessons as you do the work. In this space, your faith, your strength, your spiritual fortitude is being enhanced, is being edified. Remember, love is the key. And to breathe love into your life. Remind yourself to breathe. Maybe you need to meditate more in this space so that you can have more revelation. If you are looking to accelerate, meditation is the way to go. Stay strong and be a guiding light. Ground yourself. I just said meditation. That's a great way to ground. Ground yourself. Be loved. You are unlimited, and what you can create is unlimited. Ground yourself. We've been doing that a lot lately, especially doing porch readings, sitting outside in the nature, sitting outside to listen to nature, feel the sun, things like that. Father, say you deserve good things. Keep your eyes focused on what you want. Again, looking at your options, being discerning, choosing wisely. Remind yourself to breathe. Remind yourself to breathe. Be grateful for where you are and give praise. Right? Remember, love is the key. But love what you have in your life right now. It may be missing some of the old things, but in your current space, you have everything that you need. Again, in your current space, you have everything that you need. What does this card say right here? Love what you have right now. This one says enjoy where you are right now. Enjoy the process, for soon you will be somewhere else. But to get to that somewhere else, you're going to have to make a choice. And you're going to have to discern what's good for you to show that you have learned. And you may need to take some tools and tips from that last cycle, because you might be getting ready to go into another battle. You are breath. Listen and connect to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. Dig into it. Develop it. Develop it. Because you're here for a purpose. You're here for a purpose. Learning and realizing what matters to you. But I'm here to do what you are called and ordained to do. Again, you're here for a purpose. What is your purpose? You're learning it. You're discovering it. Father, say, be, feel, receive abundance. All that you desire is achievable. Is there anything else, Father? No. Any last words for your week? Or did we get it all out? We get it all out? Is there anything else to say? I just feel you saying, be still, be still. Father says, be still. There's a lot that it has happened, a lot that you've gone through, a lot that you're going through, a lot that you need to release. And Father say, be still. Let me take care of you. Let the angels minister to you while you're in this solitude. Is that right? Yes. 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 Anything? No. 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 Okay. To the next now, y'all, on the Tears of Wheat Tarot show, where you show enough never know what you're going to get. Lately, it's been these late night messages, but we will bring them when the energy moves, because that is what we were called and sent to do. We love you. We love you just like we love the Source, our Father, our eternal Lord of all of creation that made all things with this intelligence, aka the Word, wisdom, the principal thing. And it also has the breath of life that feels and binds all things. And Father say, use the breath in order to meditate and to reconnect. That's just the last tidbit that we have for you. Until the next now, Ashe. Toodaloo.